7 Russian tanks are captured by Ukrainian paratroopers in Kursk region. These include T-90M, 4 T-80B VM vehicles, and 2 T-72 tanks. Some of them have low mileage and can be said to have just come off the assembly line. Others need to be repaired. Good catch. Today, the 59th Brigade engaged in an incredibly fierce battle with Russian forces attempting to advance on Pokrovsk. The Ukrainian troops faced an assault of 16 heavy armored vehicles and several waves of infantry attacks. Despite the odds, the brigade managed to destroy 12 Russian armored vehicles, with the remaining ones retreating. Confirmed Russian losses include 93 infantry soldiers. The process of installing the American high-precision aerial bomb JDAM on the MiG-29 fighter of the Ukrainian Air Force. Russian volunteer Kashevarova expresses frustration over the thousands of letters she receives from wives and mothers of missing Russian soldiers who have turned to fortune tellers. These fortune tellers claim that their husbands are still alive, but Kashevarova explains that this is a desperate last resort, as the Ministry of Defense provides no information on the missing. She urges people to stop writing to her and to let go of false hopes, stating bluntly that if a soldier hasn't made contact for several months, it likely means he is dead. A fortune teller told us he's alive but in captivity. They're not feeding him, but he is alive. Anastasia, is there any news about the fighter? His relatives are convinced he's in captivity, based on what a fortune teller supposedly said. This might sound ridiculous, but out of sheer desperation, we've consulted multiple fortune tellers and clairvoyants. They all say the same thing. He's seriously wounded, in excruciating pain, and locked in some sort of pit. I even had a dream where he showed me his wound. No one is helping, they just lie. My husband is only 20 years old. His son was born on February 23rd, and he doesn't even know about it. Anastasia, hello? I've written to you before about my son. Recently, I visited a fortune teller who, after looking at his photograph, told me he's in captivity and has serious health issues. She also mentioned confusion with his documents. I'm begging you for help. Thank you in advance. I told you, Anastasia, he's definitely in captivity. Do your job better. Several fortune tellers have all told me the same thing. I receive thousands of letters like these because the official authorities don't respond, shifting responsibility to the Ministry of Defense, and because military registration offices fail to communicate properly with military units and commanders. Families of our soldiers are left in the dark. Military units don't answer calls, commanders and political officers block relatives, and hotlines don't work. As a result, our soldiers' families are left without any information. With no information, our women, mothers, wives, sisters are driven to madness. They start believing in anything, handing over large sums to charlatans, Ukrainian scammers, and falling for enemy provocations. Not a single service is supporting the families of SMO participants. By creating an information vacuum where federal channels claim everything is fine and official departments don't answer the phone, we're pushing people into the hands of scammers and giving the enemy excellent recruitment opportunities. Our women don't understand that if a soldier hasn't made contact for a long time, he's likely dead. They genuinely do not understand that there's a war, because on TV, everything seems to be progressing smoothly. Fortune tellers and Ukrainian scammers feed them the lies they want to hear, that their loved ones are alive. As a result, both the government and these scammers are driving our women to insanity, trapping them in a false reality. They refuse to bury their husbands and sons because they've been deceived. In reality, in most cases, the soldier is dead. The body simply hasn't been recovered due to ongoing military action, is unidentifiable, or lies unidentified in a Rostov morgue. We urge relatives to provide DNA samples. Many have already identified their loved ones, allowing our soldiers to be laid to rest properly. I stand for the truth and a realistic approach to life. I don't lie, unlike some officials who falsely claim someone is in captivity. I tell the truth without sugarcoating or giving false hope. After the end of the SMO, just as after the Great Patriotic War, we will find the burial places of our soldiers. I urge the relatives of soldiers who are killed or missing, do not turn to fortune tellers. Go to military units, military registration offices, and demand information. Protect your rights, your life, and don't chase after dreams and false hopes. And for the end, a Chinese Coast Guard vessel has rammed a Philippine Coast Guard near the Escoda Shoal, which is in the exclusive economic zone of the Philippines. The Chinese attacks against the Philippines, a U.S. military ally since 1951, continue.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you want to support Warthog Defense, please become our member and get early access to new videos, exclusive members-only videos, and become administrator in comment section. The membership link is in the description.
Rescues every day. We had a guy last week, it's 6 rescues in 6 days. You know, he's doing the job every day.